Every year, the Three Quarters podcast takes a liberty to discuss matters other than rugby, to show you that we are about sport and not rugby only. At the same time, every year, we take the liberty to invite guest panelists to discuss what we will be discussing in the show. As always, we ask you guys, the hashtag is 3QP. Tell us what you want to hear on the Three Quarters podcast. Tell us if you want to be on the Three Quarters podcast. So the gentlemen who join me today, or my guest panelists, are guys who consider themselves magwiji kwa lugha ya Swahili, the game of basketball.
Slim. My name's as you said, Mola Jeffrey. Hashtag Jeff. Or Jafari. Or Jeff. Simply. There's no hashtags, there's no ads. I'm here.
I'm not saying here.
The number is calling down here.
Dial.
Like Pius Muir. The number for M-Pesa. Anyway,
Jugun Alvin.
See? What did I tell you?
And it ends there.
No boyfriend material.
Nothing, zero.
Enough flame. AK always late.
And I'm Ngaro Kamwe.
The number of times I've been told that.
I'm Ngaro Kamwe, and for purposes of this show, of course, I'll be going by the name Ngash. As you can see, we have apple juice on the table, just to make sure that it's an informal but informative discussion. We are sweating because of the sun, and not because of the content of our glasses. So we get into the topic. By the way, that's sorry for sweating. You know, guys go for church, you go for Pisboro church. But he has a man again. Number ya M-Pesa. Nataka kujengia watoto swimming.
Chini ya mabati ni.
Wanapigwa na jua ya mabati. Watoto wana sweaty. Anyway, we're going to be talking matters basketball. So our topic today is LeBron James, and the reason why we come up with this topic is we've gotten a lot of heat over the years about how much we are anti-LeBron on the Three Quarters podcast. So as we speak, LeBron is at number 5 in the top scorers, all-time scorers for the NBA. Number 1 is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. For those guys who don't know, played for the Milwaukee Bucks and LA Lakers. Number 2 is Karl Malone. Played for Utah Jazz and the LA Lakers. The mailman. Number 3 is Kobe Bryant. Played for the LA Lakers his whole career. Number 4 is Michael Jordan. Played for Chicago Bulls and the Washington Wizards. And number 5 is now LeBron James. Everything being equal, at the time LeBron is done with his career, he will have surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the top all-time scorer in the NBA. I want to hear what guys have to say about this particular feat. What does it do to his legacy? Even if he just stays at this number 5, what does it do to his legacy? Do you think he has a legacy? Okay, let's start with what do you think he does to his legacy? Okay, no, we'll combine all of them because it's a big discussion, it's a broad discussion. What do you think he does to his legacy? Do you think he does anything to his legacy? Do you think he has a legacy, or he's worth having a legacy? Where does it rank him amongst the greats that we've had in the game? And I want you to consider the fact that LeBron started his career at the tail end of a previous era, and he's played most of his career in an open era. So, having said that, Jeff Slim wants to go first. Slim, go first. Set the pace.
I don't know who's name.
Set the pace.
Alvin.
LeBron, King James. Yeah. Yo, King James will be one of the best players, if he's not the best player currently. LeBron has been in the season, has been in the NBA like for 15 years,
Yeah, since 2000.
So he has given us 15 years of dominance in the league. Like LeBron has not had an off day. You know, there's no season you can say LeBron has been off. LeBron being number 5 or being number 1, he has already done what he needed to do in the league. Yeah, going to Miami Heat 2010, hooking up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh for the 2 rings. Going back to Cleveland and winning it in such a spectacular way. 3-1 down against the Warriors. And then signing for Lakers, like a team that, honestly speaking, after Kobe Bryant has nothing to show for it. Because you will have easily gone to the Sixers or a better performing team. And at least chase glory. But it's come to a Lakers where, we feel like they have rich history in terms of the players they've had, the championships they've won, and just being in LA. And the way he did about it and go about it, like there was no fun pump affair. It was just, I'm signing for this guys. That's about it. A week later, opening up the school in Akron. I promise. I feel like LeBron. It's easy to hate him. LeBron is a good guy. You know the good guys. LeBron, you'll not find LeBron in a DUI or sex scandal or
gambling.
Married his high school sweetheart.
He's the ideal black guy. But the media hates the ideal black guy. The media will want Iverson on it, or want Kobe Bryant on it, and the Lamars. So I feel like LeBron, on and off the pitch, he's been a good role model and example to black kids out there.
He's actually one of the best role models
you can think of. Like, I know one of my best players, or if my best player is Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan was not very vocal on matters to do with social issues in a time where the states actually were going through so many.
His game was just replay.
Exactly. And I feel like LeBron tackling Trump, tackling issues going on with the police force, and I feel like LeBron on and off the pitch has just been immaculate for the past 15 years. Like his legacy is intact. There's no way you can talk about the NBA without mentioning LeBron.
Jeff, what do you have to say about LeBron?
LeBron is LeBron. Like, you can hate him, but you love him at the same time, because he puts on a show every time he plays. Like all the time, like anytime you watch LeBron play, you'll see a spectacular dunk, you'll see a dope chase down block. Like he'll put his all into the game. His legacy is solid. Like it's solid. By, let's say, after he's done, even before he retires, when he retires, who do we have to watch? Who are we going to say this is
the guy?
This is why we're watching NBA. You get who's that? Who's that you'll say, if this guy moves here, these guys will win. Just that whole impact on a team. There's no one who'll be after that, other than that kid Bull. You seen that kiddo?
Even Zion Williamson.
You seen that Bull kiddo who's doing 7-2, who's just dropping threes and that guys. But until then, it's LeBron. That's the numbers, he'll make them. If he plays for the next 5 to 6 years, which he will, because he's never had a major injury.
Knock on wood.
Not a good show. So, knock on wood. If he surpasses that, you know how there is like Kobe, LeBron, who's the best. If he passes that number 1 scoring and wins maybe 1 more title, that debate will kind of die.
Just to throw something to the works, how many seasons do you think LeBron has? Like top flight?
Like playing at
like even now, Lakers.
He has 3 more at performance, at peak performance, right? After that, he'll pull a Vince Carter
and just ease up
and just slow down, take your threes, start assisting, just dishing out, helping guys get better. Like, you don't have to give me the ball. I'll get the ball sour, but if I see you down there and loose no look pass, just to make other guys better. I feel like it's 5 to 6 years. I'll give him 5 to 6. Maybe I lose 39.
Look, I mean, even 39 you're pushing it. No, I mean you're pushing it on the negative side, because if Jordan played until 40 with the lifestyles that the Jordans lived and the way LeBron watches his body, you just feel like he might be able to get to that 40 easily. But okay, granted, yes. I think, my opinion is that LeBron's legacy is going to be centered on the person that he is. And by that I mean the guy who role model, as you said, the black kid looks up to LeBron James because if it's not, yes, he's a standout player. He's an excellent talent. He's been the most dominant player in the last 10 years in the NBA. So there's that side, but there's a side of, he carried his guys from Akron, right? He has made very sound business decisions, right? Moving to LA is, I think, centered on his business mind.
Exactly.
And remember, that has been a big problem in the NBA. I mean, think about the guys in the 80s and 90s, and Magic Bird, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird are the guys who made the NBA blow up. And guys made a hell lot of money in the 80s and the 90s. But then many of those guys
have nothing to show
for it because they didn't have the business side. I mean, it's just until the days of Shaquille O'Neal that now they started having the business sense. And LeBron epitomizes now the business sense because, I mean, even this move to LA is primarily because of the business side of Hollywood. So the initiative, the school initiative, that's also a good thing, right? How he speaks out on social issues. That's something that people want to look up to. That's something that kids or other folks will be saying, I want you to be like LeBron. But not because of he's playing, but mostly because of the gentleman he is outside.
He has a platform and he's using the platform to
exactly. Because if you compare with the guys he's up against, and I'd put, in this case, let me narrow it to two guys, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Jordan was attacked on two things. The gambling scandal in 93 and the fact that he never really spoke out on social issues. Kobe Bryant didn't really speak out on social issues, but remember there was a rape scandal in 2003 or thereabouts, right? So I think that's where LeBron's legacy is centered on, because when it comes to a basketball debate, then that's where guys normally shoot him down, because there's the argument, of course, that he's playing in a more open era, and if these two gentlemen had played in an open era, then they would have had higher numbers.
I think as much as guys try to shoot down this era, these guys play. Like, look at KD.
Yeah.
He's big. He has handles.
Yes.
Back in the day, if you are a power forward, you're given the ball. Your job is to maybe shoot from inside.
Yes.
Or down.
Or post.
Yeah. No, it was simpler. Now you give KD the ball, he'll run the ball, he'll call a play. As he's calling the play, guys are trying to figure out what he'll shoot and he'll finger. And
it's like his ball.
I mean, what do you have to say?
But anyway, okay, granted. And you see, from a talent perspective, we can't dispute the talent that is in the NBA right now. And the talent was there back then. Not as much as it is right now, but it was.
Yeah.
But you see, I'm coming from a mental standpoint. I mean, if you're coming down the lane and you know you're going to be hand-checked, you know the kind of mental strength you needed to have coming up against guys like Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
You know, trying to think, Karl Malone, even for his size. You know, Karl Malone is posting up on you. The kind of mental strength you had to have. And these questions have been asked. Had LeBron been in that era, 6'8", 260 pounds. I'm trying to work it out in kgs. But anyway, 6'8", 260 pounds. Would he have been able to measure up to those guys?
I think so.
But
I think so.
Okay, fine. I'm saying from a
like,
physical standpoint, he would have been able to. I do not dispute that.
You're talking about
my
mentally.
issue is just mentally.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. When his legacy is written, and you see, there's going to be talk. I can tell you for a fact, there's going to be talk about the fact that he's played majority of his career in open play. And guys will always say, look, if these guys had played in an open system, they would have scored more. Number one. Number two, there's the fact that LeBron has lost 7 finals.
But how many people have made it to that?
Granted,
finals?
but again, no one remembers number 2.
But also,
I thought this was a positive.
No. What I'm saying, no one remembers.
Both sides.
That's from the basketball, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like LeBron's legacy will be centered heavily on the person that he is, and I think his impact will even be much greater. Think of the guys like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who are very influential, Bill Russell, who are very influential in the civil rights days.
Let's not even
civil rights days, right? Think about the impact that they have right now. That's how I feel LeBron is going to be. Jordan will be from a commercial, he highlights 6 rings, models in a final, Nike blew up, but LeBron will be...
Jordan logo is bigger than NBA logo.
Yeah, but in terms of a gentleman and the person you'd want to look up to, I think people will focus more on LeBron. Okay, this debate can go on for long. So let me just move on to the next debate. And that is, give me your top 3 NBA coaches.